So I would hate to be famous because it makes doing things like this almost impossible. But we got Dad Ye in full effect. So it looks like he's hanging out at that Universal, the new Mario world. And it's crazy because I was literally just hype on this. I definitely want to check this place out myself. So we got Dad Ye in full effect, mask on, and to his side, he is accompanied by a familiar face. So it looks like 88 Keys is hanging out with the family, which is a great sign because 88 Keys is definitely somebody that was involved in Ye's life at an early point when he first moved out to New York, trying to kick off his music career. So it's great to see that he's with familiar company. So I don't know how he pulls it off. I don't know how he continues to bring us all of these unreleased samples, but Chasey's Ghost has struck again. We got an unreleased Yeezy 450 sample. This one is very different from what we're used to seeing, and I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look at the upper. You got some strange stripes going throughout the tonal upper of this shoe, and I gotta say, looking at these, so much missed potential. The Yeezy 450 received a lot of hype upon the initial release. Of course, we got the cloud white pairs first, then we got the dark slate, but I feel like the community felt a little underwhelmed with all of the different variations that we ended up getting after those initial first couple of pairs. And I think we were waiting for them to spice this model up a little bit more. People were waiting for them to play around with the color palette, maybe give us two tones, maybe a different colored upper versus that crazy sole. And here, I gotta say that looking at this design right here, these joints are fire. Now, I'm sure this is an unfinished version. You know, they could have did a little more to this, but those stripes along with the fangs from that sole, for some reason, I feel like it just goes together. And then these joints right here, this is courtesy of Master Chef Ian. Of course, these are the private selection guys. So this 500, which it looks like here, it says hashtag sample, first look, Yeezy 500. So I'm not sure if this is just something that was a sample or if this actually hit production and could be a pair of one of these unreleased Yeezys that Adidas is sitting on. But from looking at these, I remember specifically Ye rocking a pair of something like this back in, let's say, 2018. So essentially, it looks like the upper, looks like something similar to the 500 blush in terms of the color palette, but the sole is definitely clearly a white sole. And then the gum bottom on this pair, to me, is what just sets it off. So I feel like this is super clean. I remember seeing Ye rocking something like this specifically. And I got to make a crazy statement to say that this right here would be my favorite Yeezy 500 colorway. Now, the fact that we see the bungee laces right here, or infinity laces, I'm not sure exactly what the term is, but the fact that we see the bungee infinity laces on this pair leads me to believe that this is one of the newer variants of the Yeezy 500, because if I'm not mistaken, the latest 500 low releases all featured that infinity lacing system. So if this is one of the pairs that we could be potentially waiting on, it means the floodgates are wide open and there's endless potential on all of these unreleased Yeezys. So this has got me hyped, but it's also got me a little bit worried, because imagine if we don't get these pairs, all of the missed potential. This pair right here, I don't know if it's just the gum bottom or what, but I gotta have these. I don't know if it's just the lack of no Yeezy releases that we've just been waiting for, but for me, these joints right here are a must cop. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but according to CNN, the new Adidas CEO, Bjorn Gilden, has said that he's received over 500 offers to buy the existing Yeezy stock, but said he believed it would not necessarily be the right thing to do. Now, Adidas said they're sitting on over $500 million worth of Yeezy inventory. And We're not sure if that even means wholesale value or retail value or what, but just taking a look here at this pair right here, the Yeezy Slide Azure. The Yeezy Slides retail for what, like $70 or something like that? But resale prices have skyrocketed on some of these unreleased pairs. So a piece of footwear like this that retails at 70 bucks can resell for upwards to 200, to now with the demand for Yeezys almost $400 on the secondary market. So although Adidas has a fixed number that they feel like this Yeezy inventory is worth, it's worth much more than that on the secondary market. So this is a popular release that we know is part of that inventory right here. So the Yeezy 350 V1 Pirate Black, a sneaker that retails for probably around, let's say, 200 bucks retail. But based on the secondary market, the last pair sold for $800. Now, keep in mind, I think this is probably the 2016 pair. So the newer release, I would say the value is estimated more between the $400 to $600 range, but you guys get the point. So here's another one, the Yeezy Foam Runner. Those joints retail at 90. Here we have the unreleased MX Brown Blue pair, which the last sale $399. And I understand it's due to the demand and the fact that we haven't had any Yeezys in a while, and the fact that this colorway is unreleased. But generally, the Yeezy Foam Runners hold a lot of resale value anyways, at least double the retail. So basically what I'm trying to get at is these sneakers and these slides and foam runners are worth much more than any wholesale or retail value. The resale prices on these sneakers go for almost double, sometimes triple the amount, and they're highly coveted in the sneaker community. So although Mr. Gildan has received over 500 proposals on what to do with the unsold Yeezys, trust me, none of those are going to be to burn these pairs, and none of the proposals are going to be to donate them, because if these pairs get into the wrong hands, who knows what they could do. And think about it. Imagine if Adidas just backdoored all of these pairs. They could literally make a fortune off of this inventory. So although Mr. Gildan has over 500 proposals, I got one good one. Just go ahead and drop the pairs. The people are waiting for them. The sneaker community needs these. I mean, just look at these slides. I need to cop a pair of these for retail in my true size. So please, Adidas, come on. I know y'all are watching. Just go ahead and drop the pairs. Let me know what y'all think.